Hey there everybody, it is Peter Willington here from InRetroSpectPodcast.com. You know me, gad about town, man of the people, all sorts, basically, all sorts. And for free play this month, we have been looking at, oh my flippin' heck, Need for Speed World. It's from EA. It's from Black Box, who renamed, well, the studio as part of Black Box renamed themselves Quicklime Games. And I think it's also made by somebody else. EA Singapore, I think, had a bit of a hand in it as well. Let's press any key to start. I'm already logged in. This is my car. I've played it a little bit. This is my lovely little GTA. A Ford. Is it a Ford? I don't know cars really. And here's my profile. And I got a little picture, look, yellow and black, because that's my colours. I'm only level 1, but let's enter the world. Loading screens. Oh, and spawn points as well. Booyah! So here we are, driving around. We're in free roam mode at the moment. And this basically means that we can drive about the world, willy-nilly. Willy-nilly, that sounds like an old man. Just chilling, really. Just figuring out what's going on and seeing what's happening. The odd taxi driver. The odd occasional visual glitch. I really like the, I think it's called chromatic shifting, where the white light occasionally sort of splits into its component parts when you get damaged and stuff like that. I kind of really like that. But as you can see, you know, it's an okay looking game. I've done barely any research for this video. So I must say that some of the things I'm about to say may not be factually accurate, but I believe this is based on an old Need for Speed engine. It might be the one that powered Carbon. Might be. And it does comprise multiple cities. One of them is from Carbon, and one of them is from Undercover, I believe. Let me get that mouse pointer out your way. And yeah, it's an odd setup, isn't it? Just driving around. You know, something about Need for Speed that I really like is the whole sort of customization and illegal street racing. Oh, I love that stuff. I think that is actually kind of fun, and even though it is sort of played out, I like the way that NFS does it. It's a little bit cheeky, a little bit gritty, and you know, they've always had a good sort of hold on the music and a little bit of the lifestyle and that sort of a thing. But the setup is a little bit odd. So you're driving around this large map. We're going towards historic Chinatown, and you can crash into the very small amount of traffic that's on the streets. The sort of NPC traffic, like that. There you go. Whoa, didn't like that at all. But you can't crash into other races. That's odd, isn't it? I think that's odd, personally. No, you see? Nothing. Crazy boss. 0777. Oh, he's gone. You can't... You know, you can't knock into any of these people, which kind of is a bit odd, isn't it? Like part of the world says that you can be in, like part of the world says that you do have to look out for traffic, and part of the world says that you don't. Where's the narrative justification? There isn't any. It's a racing game. Alright, so that's enough faffing about. Let's... Alright. Let's go to the single player. Here it's telling me how to use power-ups. Thanks. And they're assigned keys, I do believe, much like in an MMO like a World of Warcraft. Let's try one of these out. What's number 3 do? Slingshot. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Controls are sick. Whoa. I was going to say the controls are pretty simple, but I just made a complete pig zero of that, so. Left, right, accelerate, brake, and brake also reverses, and you've got handbrake as well. Doesn't seem to be much in the way of a drift mechanic from what I've seen. And the handling's fine, you know, it's... I always found that driving on a computer is... It's a bit unrewarding because you're using digital inputs for what is essentially, well, for what is an analog control. And, you know, that doesn't feel great, basically. Oh, heavens a Betsy. Yeah, so, you know, that doesn't feel ace, you know. But it looks good, and it sort of licks along a nice pace, as you can see. My machine's pretty powerful, the machine running this, but... Boosh! Oh, I won. Yeah, as I was saying, like, my machine's pretty powerful that's running this. Decent graphics card, lots of RAM, lots of quad-core CPU, so it should run nicely. But it does, you know, it's slick. It looks like a kind of high-res-ish PS2 Xbox engine, but that's fine. It's free, yeah. Progression amplifiers, blah blah blah. And look, I've earned all sorts of stuff. Oh. Great. And yeah, there's a card system as well. So great. Great. And of course I can go into multiplayer races as well. Click the race now button or the R key to quickly join a multiplayer event. I said the R key. The R key. Nearly choked on myself then. Yeah, join. Now I'm level 2 and it's pitting me against somebody who is level 22. That doesn't sound like a very fair match. But what do I know? Drinking my coffee here. Instant, obviously. Instant coffee for me. I'm a simple man with simple tastes. Alright, now we're locked into the event. And we're gonna go. We're gonna race these people. We're gonna race these fools. I guess the one thing I would say is that I really like the music, basically. I like the music from what I've seen. Oh, moly. Now, I don't know if you've seen this, but I am last. And might not also be a surprise to you to learn that I'm also the rank the lowest. Whoa there, Mowgli. Come on. Come on. And we go. Yeah. It's 2 laps of this rubbish. Boosh. Up here. Whee! Now, if you saw earlier, I was trying to swerve into something. I'm going to do it with these. There we go. Now, I don't know what that's done. Maybe I've destroyed some scenery. Maybe I've made it more difficult for people who are going to lap me. I don't know. Oh. Go on! Yes! Yeah, causing trouble for the establishment. I am Speed Racer X. I guess the thing I'm really missing, if I'm honest, is sort of this drifting, basically. Like, I think the last Need for Speed game that I really enjoyed was Hot Pursuit, which I played with my good friends Sam and Dan on the PlayStation 3 home console entertainment system. That's from Sony. And the reason I enjoyed that was it had a really strong drifting mechanic, and it all kind of hooked in with this really rock solid online that sort of gave you a little bit of a nudge, I suppose, if you were behind in a multiplayer race, but it wasn't so much as to be like taking all of the skill out of it. Yeah, many a wonderful evening had with those fine folks that are part of InRetroSpect. And I'm probably not going to finish this event because I'm massively outclassed. There you go. You know, I did not finish, but that's kind of what it is. Great, power up, one more lap. Excellent. And so obviously, I'm just going to leave that because I'm not going to win, basically. And a lot of this is about wanting to win. You know, I'm not a massively competitive person, but I like to at least have the chance of winning. Oh, the music's gotten a bit Mass Effect now, hasn't it? As you see, oh, now it's not. As you can see at the bottom, daily treasure hunt, collect all the gems. I can do that if I want. I'm not going to, because I have no idea where anything is. Whee! To be honest, the free roaming stuff is the stuff I always liked about Burnout Paradise. Like, really enjoyed about that. I didn't really much care for the actual racing portion of Paradise, but the sort of wandering around and finding jumps to jump off and doing stunts and mucking about with your friends online, yeah, that's what I enjoyed. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Boosh! Right into the wall. Nice. As you can see right here, not a very good reflection map there, but never mind. What else? Yeah, but that's what I enjoyed about Paradise, and I quite enjoy that about this. I think it's quite nice to just drive around and see where everything is. And let's do another race. Boosh. Now, how do I do this? I want to do another race. So how do I do that? Let's go to the safe house. This, of course, is where you can go through all of your cars. Let me just get rid of this. Go away. Go away. There we are. This is where you can look through all of your cars. I've got this one. It's in red. I wanted it in yellow. It wasn't available. I wasn't happy. And yeah, we can customise all these bits and pieces. Aftermarket shop. Got to wait for something, I imagine, to connect to the internet so they can sell me stuff. There you go, visual customization, and oh Jesus, so much information. This is what I often find with a lot of these freemium games. Actually, you get told so much stuff so quickly that it just becomes, you just start clicking through and exiting all this rubbish because you don't want to be part of it. You don't want to get involved with any of it. There's a vinyl shop. It's kind of cool. Put a vinyl on here, look. Yeah, look at that. Might put that on the door. Sideways, of course. Zoom out. Where am I going to put this? Oh, no, not on that. I'm going to put it on the roof. Where it'll look all garish and rubbish. No, I don't want that. No, get off. Yeah. Just cancel all of it. Yeah, get off. Get off. Performance. I can. Oh, Jesus. Whatever. So I've got 30,000 cash. Go away. I've got 30,000 cash. I can upgrade bits and pieces on my car. It's going to give me nominal sort of stat upgrades. That's fine. You know, Nova T street engine. Boom. Let's get that. Is that what I do? I don't know. Yeah. How do I buy that? I want to buy it. Let me buy it. Yeah. I don't want to sell any of this stuff. Ah, here we are. Drag to install the part. There you go. And then, what else? We've got 30,000. Alright, let's put that in there. There you go. Brilliant. Done. Yep, finished. I'm finished now. Thank you. Yeah. Brilliant. How much money have I lost? All my money. Cool. So now we've got a sweet new engine, sweet new ride. Let's go and see what that's like on the course. The course being real life. You know, barely any change. Barely any change. Again, though, that's to be expected. This is a freemium game. It's about grind. It's an MMO. That too is about grind. You know, it's about playing and being dedicated and sort of kitting out the car that you want. That's fine, but you know, it's either going to cost you money or it's going to take you time, isn't it? So here's an open event. It's a circuit race. I can either play in multiplayer, or I can do a private match. Fine, I don't want to do that. I don't have any friends playing the game at the moment, so whatever. Or I can play it in single player. Hell yeah. Because I might win. Alright. Get out my way, GTS? I don't know. Whatever you are. I like the licensed cars. I like the fact that I can see into my own car and my man doesn't look as if he's actually driving. I like the fact that that guy just crashed into some traffic. I don't like the fact there isn't a lot of traffic. at number 1. What's that do? Nitrous. Holy moly. Lasers fire out of my engine lights, I suppose. Whee! Whee! Get out of the way! Now that is, of course, something that again goes against the narrative that EA Singapore and Black Box were putting together here. I can crash into my opponents when I'm racing them. I just can't crash into them in the open world. Double standards. Woo! Again, though, that that oversteer, that drifting, it's not actually helping my cause. It's probably hurting it, if I'm perfectly honest. But whatever. I've no massive investment in the game, so I've little incentive to get better because I don't care. It's a shame as well. Boom! Right. I don't know how that would have helped me at all. Why is that a good thing? Why is knocking those tubes out a good thing? What else do I like? I like how fast it runs. I like how sharp it can look. I haven't tinkered about with the option settings because I don't really like doing that. But I'm sure I can probably make it look a little bit nicer if I want to. I like the fact there's loads of people playing still. I don't like the fact that it seems like they're all pretty high level because there's none of me kicking about. Either that or I don't like the matchmaking. And I don't like... I don't know. No, you know what? I really do like the soundtrack. I think the music selection's pretty good. I don't know if it's original or very cheaply licensed. I think the sound effects are pretty good. You know, EA generally does a bang-up job with its presentation, and this is no different. Again, for a free game released in 2010, I think. Maybe a bit earlier. I think the original beta went out in 2009. It's a pretty good-looking game. I guess what I don't like is the fact that they're not really making these kind of games at the moment. You know, Need for Speed Most Wanted? Is that the latest one? Yeah, Most Wanted. Yeah, that was fine. But I don't know, I guess I only played the Vita version and there weren't really that many. There wasn't really much going on in that I thought was particularly good. I also didn't like the aesthetic style of it. I kind of like the style here. It's kind of simple and reminds me of the PS2 and Xbox days, you know. Yeah, so it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, you can get Need for Speed World by going to Google and typing in Need for Speed World. You can also look in the show links on InRetroSpectPodcast.com when we put out free play, the sporting issue. That will be out the end of April 2013. You can also find where to get this in the YouTube notes at the bottom of this page. Have you played Need for Speed World? Do you like it? Let us know. Drop us a comment in the box below. And yeah, make sure to check out InRetroSpectPodcast.com and check out InRetroSpect, the podcast, on iTunes.